Hi guys. So I am too excited to do these videos to set up my camera, considering the fact that I would probably have to take my YouTube area down again anyways, because my boyfriend's probably gonna come over again tonight and I need chairs. So I'm gonna do this video on here, or this entire set of videos this way, instead of on my big camera. But it's like the more detailed version of like why I ship certain characters. So it's gonna be separated into like different little groupings. This one is why I ship Drarry and why I ship Snarry. And then the next one's, you'll find that on next video. But so I love talking about this, so I'm just gonna get right to it. So I'll start with Snarry, because it's like probably my number one ship, honestly. I ship Snarry because, first of all, Harry, there's no way he feels his age. And I'm pretty sure it explicitly states that he feels older than he is. So, age is not a problem for him. And I mean, based on, the actual thing, the actual, story, there is, because, with Ron and Hermione, their Patronuses have something to do with each other, because his, I forget which dog it is, his dog Patronus chases otters, and hers is an otter, so, I mean, what does a horse have to do with a stag? I'm sorry, what? That doesn't make sense, but then Severus is a doe, Harry's is a stag. That's it. But then, and I know he dies, so in canon that would be terrible because he's dead. But I mean, that destroys me. But so that's a main thing. And then there's the fact that the entire time, the one person that always had his back, 100% of the time, was Severus. He saved his life on multiple occasions, never lied to him, never kept things from him, he never treated him like a child, he never treated him like this big celebrity either. He just treated him like a person. He might not have treated him the best, but he had to do that. Because if he showed any, good feelings towards Harry, Harry would be screwed. Because, doesn't matter whether Voldemort was there or not, there were still Death Eaters. He was still supposed to be on that side, even if Voldemort was dead. So, he had to still act his part. Whether Voldemort was there or not, because everyone knew he was coming back. Everyone knew, especially the Death Eaters. So, that means Severus knew, which means Severus had to do what he had to do. And he also didn't want Lucius on his bad side. Because who wants that? And, that's one of the board, and, no. It would have just been really bad. And then, the student, there's no way he could have, had any kind of good, especially after Voldemort came back. There's no fucking way. There's no way. There's no way. So, I mean, that's everyone's fight. Bully. No, he wasn't. He was literally doing that to protect Harry. And yes, did he use the fact that his dad bullied him as a way to hate Harry? Yeah. Yes, he did. But do you really blame him? Because he had to do it. No, he had to. It was the only way to keep Harry safe. Like there was no way that they could have had a good relationship. And it also really grounded him, which is important. It's really important to have a grounding because everyone else was like, even his friends, like, I don't care what you say. His friends were like, oh my god, you're the chosen one. Even though Hermione was like, bitch, no. He was like, no, 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 honey, bad. But I mean, so I really ship that. And like, I don't know, I feel like they pair really well together because they both have the same kind of childhood. Abuse, abuse. Isolation, isolation. And then there's the fact that in the end, like the one person that helped them the most or like got them on the right track was Dumbledore. And so they had that. And I feel like Harry would have seen, because his trust in Dumbledore, his blind trust in Dumbledore, would have made him trust Snape a lot more eventually, like once he developed a better relationship with Dumbledore. Not in the very beginning, obviously, because he was like, Snape's gonna kill us. But because like everyone knew how much Dumbledore trusted Snape, like inexplicably, like trusted him no matter what. So it only makes sense, like that eventually, like it would rub off on everyone. That's why Remus was like, no, Severus is part of the Order. Period. Like Dumbledore trusted him more than anyone else. So no. But and in the end, he was a good guy. The entire time he was working for the light, he was risking his life 100% of the time to protect Harry. And yes, it might have been because of the fact that his mother. But that was his only friend. Like, that was his only real friend. Like, do you really, like, I don't judge it. I side with it, honestly. Like, I don't feel like the dedication, like, everyone's like, he's obsessed. No, it's not the fact that he's obsessed. It's literally just, that was the only person that saw any good in him for the longest time. The only person that tried to take care of him, the one that helped him through the fact that his dad was terrible to him. She took care of him. So it's just, of course it's going to be terrible when she goes and starts dating the guy that's been treating him exactly how his dad treated him. So, and she sided with James, and that's, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all. And it makes me so mad. Like, But okay, so that's why I ship Snarry, because like it just works. And it makes a lot of sense. I'm like, I love Severus so much. But okay, so I ship Drarry because first of all, like purely just based on like the movie, they are beautiful together. They're beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. But like they kind of like embody the opposite attracts because grew up crappy, grew up spoiled, but at crappy at the same time. That's the thing. Like dirt poor, wealthy, and like I don't know. I feel like they'd be good together. And like a lot of the fan fictions I read, like it's beautiful. But I mean, like there's so many times they've saved each other. Then they don't really hate each other. Like because it's not just Harry that saves Draco, which could be explained away as his hero complex. how can you explain away the fact that on multiple occasions, Draco also saved Harry? If he was bad, if he was all these terrible things, if they didn't care about each other, why would they keep saving each other? Continue. Like, Harry risked his life and flew back into the fire to save Malfoy. So, really? Are you trying to tell me there's nothing? Like, I mean, like, I get it. He's a good person, and like, he doesn't want anyone to die. But I mean, he's also the same person that straight up, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like they'd be really good together, and it helps the fact that like I like Draco a lot, and not just because Tom Felton's attractive, or that, or any of that kind of stuff, but just like because he's so not like misunderstood. He's like misunderstood and misguided, and it's just really sad because like everyone's like he's terrible. Not everyone. I mean, but people are like he's terrible. I'm like, his dad is terrible. He grew up around that. Like, what do you expect? What do you expect? It's not fair. It's not fair. But I feel like they'd be beautiful together, and like their minds together would be great because I really feel like that Harry should have been, in Slytherin. I mean, he's very Gryffindor, yes, but he really is a Slytherin, and like I feel like that's another reason like I really ship Snarry too because like he is still rather Slytherin, even though he was able to pull out the sort of Gryffindor with basic Gryffindor. But I mean, still, it really makes sense. Like if you really think about it, like they make a lot of sense. But I like them together, and a lot of the fan fictions I read probably help with that. But I don't know. I look deeper, so it's kind of hard not to like see certain things. So, I mean, it makes sense to me, and I guess that's what really matters. I don't know. I like them together. But I think this video should be done now. I love you guys. I love you. That was dorky, but I love you guys.